YouTube, what is going on? We're back another video, and today I wanted to go over this Mr. Pokke tweet, and I tried to record this on stream about 1 or 2 times, but I decided to stop twice. The reason why I decided to stop is I like Pokke. I want to make this very clear. I've had nothing but positive interactions with Mr. Pokke, and I have not agreed with the power creep take. I didn't agree with the beating take, but that doesn't mean Pokke is evil or that I hate him or he's intrinsically like a bad guy, like none of that stuff. And I feel like I'm going to give you my opinion on his take in a moment, but I wanted to record this off stream because I didn't want excuse me. I didn't want chat to, I guess, interrupt the flow of my thought, because there was definitely comments in which, like, oh, Mr. Pokke, whatever, Mr. Chokey, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, listen, like, I just want to give you my honest thoughts and my opinions, because here's the truth. If I pull up the tweet right now, man looking like a Greek god or whatever, as you can see, I'd be liking all of Pokke's tweets again. I like the homie. Well, that was a lot of drama. So the main cause of Gacha Tribalism. You spend more time hating on others instead of enjoying the game. Now, on a surface level, this tweet is correct. It is. You know, when Genshin, it was just Genshin, and HSR came out, as the Brits say, right? When HSR came out, Genshin players vehemently hated HSR because they were tired of being disrespected by Hoyoverse and seeing this other game that has a completely different playstyle and a completely different philosophy excel, right? And, you know, that tribalism, it was like, there's the HSR community and there's the Genshin community, as opposed to it being the Hoyo community, right? It happened with Honkai Impact 3. Although Honkai Impact 3 is very small in comparison, you know, the HI3 community hated the Genshin community, you know, like, it happens. And so, on a surface level, this tweet is not wrong. Wuwa has tribalism, Genshin has tribalism, HSR, ZZZ, they all have a level of tribalism to them. And part of that is because they enjoy hating on things. Now, I think there's a reason for that, right? I think the reason why a lot of people hate on these other games is they don't want to feel as which that it's sunk cost fallacy, right? They spend so much money on one game, they don't want to feel stupid when they see, like, let's say Wuwa put out objectively better quality of life updates, you know, as opposed to Genshin, like, oh, well, that game is just trash. And they'll vehemently hate on it because they want to convince themselves that their money didn't go to waste. Here's some newsflash for you. No matter what gacha game it is, no matter what type of video game it is in the gacha space, Hoyo, Koro, Epic 7, it doesn't matter. The second you've spent $1, you've wasted money. And it's just the truth. The second you've spent $1 and that has left your bank account, no matter what game it is, it's 07 and it's over. They're all gambling. They're all predatory. It's all gacha, right? So people, they take that to heart and they take that very personally, and the tribalism is insane, right? Now, we've gotten that out of the way, right? I feel like that's very fair to say. This tweet, and I am not Mr. Pokke. I don't communicate with Mr. Pokke regularly. Like, we're not like best friends or anything like that. I've spoken to him about 2 or 3 times. Again, nothing but positive things to say. The tweet comes off at a weird time. The tweet, to me, as I'm interpreting it, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because I like to do that. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't think this tweet was supposed to be malicious. I know a lot of people are saying maybe it was my subs to Saint or whatever. Look, I have a good friendship with Saint. I don't know. He can interpret it however he wants to interpret it. It is what it is. Those two have their own thing they got to figure out. That doesn't involve me, right? I'm looking at this. I could see it as that, though, right? I really can. But I'm looking at this as, I think Pokke just really likes Stario. And I think he's feeling some type of way seeing everyone absolutely destroy 3.0 and shit all over it. And I don't think that's necessarily tribalism. I don't. HSR, to me, is not in a good spot. And you're going to hear my YouTube in a moment. I'm going to open up my YouTube in another tab. I don't think HSR is in a good spot personally. I'm not really a big fan of it at the moment, but I've been criticized as well recently. I'm not going to use other content creators as examples. I will use myself, only myself, as an example. I've been criticized of just milking the HSR. I reacted to a Cosmos video and I put like the trash meta because that's what it is, right? People are like, oh, you're just milking this for $23 because I showed I made $23 off of shitting on Star Rail. I'm getting people telling me that, I'm tribalistic and creating drama because I'm not defending Hoyoverse, right? With the whole FTC situation, whatever. Again, this sucks going on a rant about Star Rail, another rant about Star Rail. I have another one coming out, actually, just so you know. I don't think this is tribalism. There's definitely people, let's just use WUWA, for example, in the WUWA community, who will shit on the game no matter what happens, whether it's good or bad, right? There are some positive aspects about 3.0, but to me and to a lot of people, I would say, honestly, the majority, it's negative. It's negative feedback. The story's piss poor. Let me rephrase that. The storytelling is piss poor. They put zero effort, and they are clearly just feeding you the same slop over and over and over again. Everyone talks about slop content with creators like myself, but then you get mad when you call out the Hoyoverse slop, and I think people are just frustrated with the game. And they want to see the game in a different state. And I think Pokke, when he makes his tweet saying you spend more time hitting on other things instead of enjoying the game themselves, I think the problem is that, again, I can only speak for myself. When I'm criticizing, and I don't think I just want to make this very clear, I don't think Pokke was singling me out either. I don't think that. I don't know. Maybe I'll reach out and ask, right? But I don't think that's the case. But I think when someone like myself is going over why I don't like the power creep, why I think the value of a Jade has gone down substantially compared to a Primo Gem, and how I think that 10 hours is too much, storytelling is bad, the dialogue is bloated, there's no skip button, there's no incentive for me to play this. Like, that is not tribalism. That is just criticism. Now, criticism could potentially ignite people from the tribalistic, those extremists from the other side of the community, to go crazy for sure. But that is not, I don't think that's my fault, right? If I'm making a video saying, hey, this sucks, and here's why it sucks, and here's what I would do to fix it, you're gonna have fanboys come out and attack it. The same way he would troll WUWA, he had fanboys come out attacking WUWA. And so I think people are just kind of annoyed where it's like, he's had probably about 2 or 3 weird takes on the internet this past couple weeks. And they're like, they don't want to acknowledge this take. And again, the basis, he's not wrong. But I think the timing of it is weird. And I don't 100% know what he means by this. Again, I'm interpreting this as him trying to defend Star Rail. I personally, but I think nothing new has occurred. Like, nothing has changed in the past month about tribalism. It's still the same. It's still shitty. Like, it's just there. So, while I agree with this tweet, the timing of it, I think, is a little weird. And I can understand why people are interpreting this wrong. But maybe not interpret this wrong, let me rephrase that. But interpret this like, it's just Mr. Pokke. But I don't think we should do that. I'm not going to sit here and tell people to just shit on anything Pokke says. The videos I've uploaded about Pokke or discussing with Pokke or defending Pokke, like, I have comments saying, oh, fuck him, he's a piece of shit, yada yada. Like, no, he's not a piece of shit. Like, just because he doesn't like your gacha game doesn't mean he's a piece of shit. I'm sorry to break it to you. Like, he's not, right? He's definitely farming. You can say he's farming and shit, right? But yeah, again, so I think this whole thing is just kind of another one of those situations that are just blown out of proportion for objectively no reason. This statement's really not that deep. I think it is coming off a little weird to me personally, but he's not wrong. I think if I tweeted this, nobody would bat an eye. They'd probably all agree, but I think as Pokke tweeted it, I think people are shitting on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thought. Do you think the tribalism has gone too far or something like that? Because I don't think that's the case. I think it's just been the same. That being said, the tribalism is too far, but you get what I'm saying. I love you. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one.